That's my favorite game. And it would mean a lot.
This is my cameraman, Alex.
So
Still really funny. I like that ending.
Shut up.
Go for it,
Fucking blank. Okay, this is the team captain of Team ToooBananas doing a video profile on the male Janemba. He's pretty awesome. This is a blue-yellow deck. I know you're thinking, ew, why are you not playing mono blue like everyone else? Well, the thing is, I like yellow a bit more. I think yellow is a better matchup against most things. My only problem, honestly, is going against a mono blue Janemba because they get their stuff out more and they're both control decks. I'm not aggressive. My sideboard just runs right through mono blue. So we'll get into his abilities. I can't run anything with it costs 5 or more, so it kind of locks me into what I can play. Also limits you on how you can build the deck as well. Whenever I attack, I draw a card, and I mill the top 2 cards of my opponent's deck and put them in the discard. Which I can attack a battle card or whatever. And when I awaken, I untap 2 energy. Then the Relentless Speed Janemba is really good when he awakens because I get my 2 mana back on 15,000. And my other ability is really good, is that I basically get 2 negate windows. Because if my opponent happens to attack and they stop my negate, I can always go into my second ability because it works in the same phase as a blocker would. So it's really cool. So if they somehow stop my first negate, I have a backup negate right here. Plus, if I ever running low on negates, he's perfect for that as well, and he still mills as well. So getting into my other packages, my Janemba one, I run 4 of the Reality Bender, because he's basically a 1-drop in the deck. When people try to fight around it, it's not a big deal, because they lock themselves out of mana as well, which limits their plays. So even if my opponent does stay at 3 mana, I know their deck isn't going to perform as effectively as it could. And then next I have 4 of the Demon Swords. This one's really good for removal and milling as well. I know what you're thinking as well. Why don't you play the Fat Janemba chain? I did play those, but they're a bit clunky and they're a bit slower. They really only seem to be good against other control matchups, which honestly, not many people in my locals play control matchups. I've done very well with this deck. I've won 2 release tournaments with it. I've got a bunch of tops with this, a bunch of first places. I've done incredibly well with this deck. I have very easy matchups against most decks. The only time I have a hard matchup is my opponent's playing a different deck, or if I just draw bad, and that's really just RNG of the factor. And so, you know. So just, those are my Janemba cards. Next I play 4 Senzu Bean. Pretty standard in blue. Very powerful. Also, at the end of the video, I'm going to be explaining how I'm giving away 4 free Janembas, which is pretty awesome, I'm not going to lie. 4 free Senzu Beans, I lied, not Janembas. Scratch that out. 4 free Senzu Beans. That happens, whatever. Not really good at English. 4 Crusher Balls. This is a very effective card against bombs or ways that my opponent, I can't negate their attack. I run this card at 4 because against some decks, it just locks them down completely. Against aggro, it locks them down. It's super awesome. Really slows your opponent down. 4 Demon Magic. Dimensional Magic. I don't know why I keep calling it... I usually call it Illusion Magic. I'm not sure why. Or Demon Magic. I keep fucking the name up. But it's really strong negate because you untap 2 blue by paying 1 blue. So you get untap an extra mana, or you can take a life and untap 2 free blue mana, which is really effective. Allows you to get your mana back when you tap out, and allows you to self-awaken if you need to. I play 4 Master Roshis. I play 4 of this because it's a yellow negate. I can charge it if I need to. I can ditch it for Nimbus, which we'll see later. And it's also a combo card on the board, so my opponent can attack. I can negate the attack. Opponent swings, I can combo with the card. So this single card can potentially stop up to 2 attacks, which is really awesome. I play 4 Nimbus. This card originally was at 2, but I realized I needed to see this card more often. And I had a lot of bad matchups, not bad luck with the card when I had it at 3 or 2, where I would never see it ever, which is super annoying. I know what you're thinking. That's a lot of negates, and I don't think it is, because I actually used to run 2 Mafuba as well, but I ended up dropping out the Mafuba, 2 of the Mafubas for these 2 Piccolos. A lot of people like to run Dende. Dende isn't a bad card, honestly, to run. It's 1 mana to play, draw a card, and you pay 2 mana to allow you to blow up 1 of their mana, which is really cool. But there's one like this, because I don't often have more than 3 to 5 mana anyways. So at certain points, I can just not charge early game and just play him and blow up a mana, and my opponent doesn't play objection. So I can punish my opponent for just charging mana, which is awesome. Plus, he's a 10k, so early game, he can deal damage, or he can just combo something with the barrier there. He's going to sit there for a long time. I play 3 Vegetos. I used to have this card at 4. Never really, I don't use it that much. And I know how good this card can be. But it comes a time where I don't need to charge that often. I like to have the combo power in my hand. And I only play the Vegito when I need it. I don't feel like I need it in all my matchups, especially against aggro and stuff like that. Like, honestly, with Nimbus being in the deck at 4, even in decks like Storm, I have an incredibly good matchup against Storm. I've never had a problem against Storm. It's difficult to fight against it, but I win most of my matchups against Storm, even against a really good player like, forget his name, but whatever, I forget his name, not gonna lie. Miguel, even against Miguel, who's a really strong Storm player, I did very well against him. He was even impressed how well I did, all because I played the yellow matchup. I played the yellow in the deck instead of playing mono blue, because just playing mono blue doesn't give you enough options, so having 3 Vegetos is perfect. If I play mono blue, I would definitely play this at 4 in Defenders. But 3 is perfect. I play 2 Kamis. I don't need to see this card that often. Much anymore. I used to run this card at 3 or 4. But because people in my locals kind of know I play the card. So playing too many of the card just seems like a draw card. Where I could just run 3, an extra Momo instead. I run her for a yellow draw and just a charge card if I need to. Strong card if I need more cards in my hand. Or if I just need to charge something, she's good to go for the Nimbus. And then next, I play 4 the Great Saiyaman Town Gohans. I play this one over the other one because I very rarely go below 4 life. Only against really aggressive decks I'll go below 4 because they're gonna put so much pressure anyways. I'll just take the damage. I won't even try to negate the attacks because I'd rather negate attack when I'm at 15,000 than versus when I'm at 10,000 because I have more cards. And so I just let my opponent just keep attacking. If they have too many cards on board, I'll play maybe 1 Nimbus on turn 2 or 3. But most of the time, I just let my opponent attack. By the time they even push me below the 4 life, I have a lot of cards in my hand anyway. I can just awaken. I usually use my awaken, my mana, for combo power and just negates and things like that. Just because I'm not gonna waste cards in my hand. I'd rather combo at 15,000, 10,000, as I said. Another pseudo super combo is for the Cell. It's really strong because if you want a sideboard King Vegeta's surprise attack is a really strong card. If you want to splash in some other green cards, you can. It's up to you. And then I play 4 of the Unbreakable Super Saiyan Gokus, as well as another pseudo super combo. It's red. There's nothing really sideboard that's red, except for the East Kais and the Champas for more aggressive sideboard. But honestly, the sideboard is up to you what you want to run. It really depends on your locals. I like to run a Shenron 4-drop Shenron. I like to run the 1-drop Mass Saiyans because it really screws up your opponent if they're playing the mirror match because they play those Gohans or whatever, and it really allows you to punish your opponent for not paying attention to your board. Because honestly, I play them down, I just swing them at my opponent, helping self-awaken. I just get super aggressive with my sideboard because my deck is defensive enough, and you know, things like that. But that's the deck profile. If you do want to get the senzu beans, like and subscribe to my channel. Post a comment about anything, really. Anything you want to hear or want to talk. I'm a pretty cool guy. This is Team ToooBananas signing out. Have a Merry Christmas. You already done with the video? You started the bitch. Why did you stop the video? It's not that hard when to stop it. I was doing the guns until you were done. Are you fucking...